Now, Senator Rice says he will continue reaching out to the cycling community to get a better idea of what he needs to put in this bill. Live in downtown, Aja Vickers, 2 News works for you. Well, Russ, it's been nearly a year since construction came to a screeching halt, but officials say within the next month, work should continue. Well, Jason, earlier we were at the Max downtown. Now it just opened up Friday, and economists say it's a perfect example of all the new businesses coming to the area. Well, Karen, it was the Trojans versus the Redskins in another game that goes down in the history books. It's called the Impact Test, and it's designed to keep kids safe from concussions. And other events across Green Country include one in Owasso where they held their own commemoration. Live in Midtown, Aja Vickers, 2 News works for you.
And that's where we find KSN's Aja Vickers live tonight with the latest. Aja?
Sanchez was last seen going into the woods about a half-mile away from where I'm standing here on Highway 11. But with an arsenal of trackers, officials say they're confident they will find their fugitive. By tracing Sanchez's cell phone, authorities were able to locate him just across the Oklahoma border. Sheriff's deputies chased his car. That's when 7 shots were fired.
Yes, we were, through the dust clouds, we could catch glimpses of it, and the pursuit was pretty short.
Sanchez then drove from Highway 35 off to Highway 11. Near 76th Street, he crashed his car and fled on foot into the dense wooded area.
There's about a 1 mile by 1 mile perimeter set up over there in a heavily wooded area. We believe that we have the subject contained.
Several local authorities are out here, including their tracking team, although they say it's been difficult finding a trace because of high winds. Sanchez is considered armed and dangerous. They will continue the search throughout the night. Live in Blackwell, Aja Vickers, KSN News. Well, Stephanie, for the most part, we're breathing a sigh of relief out here. At least 3 tornadoes touched down in the area last night, but there were no serious injuries. Still, there was serious damage near Plymell, where a dairy farm took a direct hit. Looking at the damage done to Plymell Dairy Farm, city officials conclude only one thing from Wednesday's storm.
It would have been extremely devastating had it gone through the populated area of the city Garden City.
But instead it headed south, ripping sheet metal, twisting wood frames, and killing a few cows at the dairy. Employees spent the day cleaning up the mess. A neighborhood near West Fork and Ponderosa Roads was also hit, tearing the roof off Bruce Lobmeyer's home.
Pretty well lost my roof, and it's water damage inside. It shook pretty bad last night.
Andrew McGee says as soon as he saw the twister coming, he took his family and headed north to safety.
We kind of went over drills and procedures on what to do, during accidents and tornadoes, and actually worked out pretty well.
The damage stretched for miles. Snapped power poles littered the streets. There were reports of 1 minor injury, but no one was killed. As far as how big those tornadoes were, well, the National Weather Service says they're not sure and probably won't have that answer until tomorrow. Now, also on Friday, kids will be going back to school at Plymell Elementary. Live in Garden City, Aja Vickers, KSN News.